To Luke on Dagobah. So
yeah, it's canon.
Yep. Speaking of cannon, it's time for the toy report.
Hey, fire it out.
I want a toy cannon.
Fire it out.
Out your
like
butt.
A ball, like a cannonball out of my butt.
Out of your butt.
Like,
Kaboom!
like some poo.
Gotta bend over.
A poo butt.
No, don't bend over.
Cannon butt.
Don't
That's
bend
Pull
over.
them cheeks apart.
Oh, don't. No.
That's what they call me in college.
Give us your
old
crack.
Cannon butt.
That's true.
was my
That's
nickname.
accurate. That's what we called him.
The
at
leprechaun
all times.
cannon butt.
Old,
Cannon butt.
Yep.
Old cannon butt.
Old Duke Cannon Butt.
Oh, Dookie.
Duke of the Cannon.
Dookie Cannon butt.
And the Cannon of Dookie, actually.
Yeah. of the Sussex.
The
Cannon
Sussex.
Yeah.
The Sussex.
The Sussex
Cannon
Cannon,
butts.
Cannon
Yeah,
Dukes.
Right.
Yeah.
butts. Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
The
Hey,
Sussex
guys.
clan.
Speaking of Sussex,
Yes.
Yes.
the United Kingdom Toy Fair happened.
Oh,
Whoa.
really?
And for those who don't know, United Kingdom includes England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland.
Yes, it does.
But not regular Ireland. Screw
No.
them.
Yeah.
Screw
They're
those
not
guys.
invited. You can't come.
But
Screw the
Can't
Irish.
Come to UK Toy
you
Fair.
know what? You can come listen to this podcast. We like you.
Regular Ireland.
Yeah.
Do you want regular or unleaded Ireland today?
Yeah. Screw you guys. Not really. They're fine.
Who needs the Irish?
That's my people.
Oh, I want some of these backpacks.
I think that's all of our
Yeah.
people.
So,
that may be Howie. I don't know about him.
Usually at these toy fairs, we get all these announcements
Scottish.
from Hasbro, Lego, all these big companies. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, we did not. We didn't get anything from them
What?
because they kept everything under wraps.
because it's the
And they
UK,
all-
isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So the stories are that they had some things available, like pictures, but the press was not allowed to disseminate them. But they
Gross.
could see
But why
them.
didn't they let him take pictures of it?
Seriously.
I don't know. Yeah, they're probably doing naked.
Why wasn't the
figures
press
now.
allowed to share it with everybody?
They probably put it on YouTube.
Because it's England. They're that way.
Yeah, they got this
England.
stuff.
There's no freedom of press in England.
Blame the Irish,
The damn
what I
Irish.
The regular or the northern?
the regular.
Regularly Irish.
They're not part of the UK. Don't talk about them,
Yeah.
right? Is that how it goes over there?
No idea.
Yeah. Anyway, we
drink
did
a lot
get
of tea,
A
I
few new things. We got
Yes.
from a company called Loungefly.
Oh,
You guys heard of them? I
No.
haven't. They're coming out with a new line of backpacks that feature
I want-
some famous characters from the Star Wars universe, including a BB-8 backpack, a Darth Vader backpack, a Rebel Pilot backpack, and
want
of
the-
course, Howie's favorite, a Wicket
Yes.
backpack.
Yes. I want.
oh
So
wow.
I want that.
I take issue with the fact that these backpacks are clearly made with like kindergartners in mind. I'm really upset
Yeah,
that these
they
are not
are.
adult
I'll
size
get-
for man babies like me.
Oh, you could probably fit into that. Ewok.
Yeah,
I
I
like
couldn't
that.
fit anything into it.
I like the fighter pilot one too, man. That's
Yeah. So
Tight.
these are pretty cool. I mean, obviously their takes on the suits of the characters. Except the Ewok one is actually the Ewok.
I
just
know.
actually
Wicked.
the best.
We had
It's like they
stitch little
cut
like
his-
crocheted legs dangling off him.
It's like they taxidermy Wicket.
Yeah.
And cut off his arms and legs, and then you can wear him as a
Aw.
That's the best way you got to deal with
You
Wicket.
open him up and it's just the withered skeleton of Warwick Davis screaming in agony inside.
Oh,
It's
man.
quadriplegic Warwick Davis.
Oh wow.
Jeez, come on, Mike.
Wow. That's the
Wow.
alcohol talking.
Wow.
What?
Oh,
We're gonna get pummeled on Twitter.
What?
oh man,
Good thing.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Mike, you're the worst.
Is there a more PC way to say quadriplegic?
Or just maybe not.
Or just not say quadriplegic?
You don't
Oh.
have to describe.
Why don't you say it one more time?
Quadriplegic.
There we go. Now we've met a quota.
There we go.
If you say it enough, it'll lose its power, right?
That's right.
Voldemort.
We were
Yeah,
desensitized to it.
Those are pretty cool. Also, Revel. That's a U.S. Model making industry. They do Star Wars stuff, and I like the Revel, Revell, not Rebel. Revel. They do models that you don't have to use glue and stuff on. I can
Yeah.
actually
Snap
do
tights.
them. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
love them.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Every time I can't do the glue ones. I
Ooh,
get it.
cool.
We had a race.
Except for
Couple
the
years ago.
at.
Yeah, what? At?
Yeah. It
It's
has
just
baiting me.
That's not how you say that.
the
Go away.
except for the at street.
Thank you.
Jeez. They had
Looks
a
like it
couple
has
new
two
models they
lightsabers coming out of it.
including the X-Wing model, a tiny little Millennium Falcon, an AT-AT. Yeah.
You mean the AT-AT?
No, that's
enough.
what I mean.
And the AT Street?
Not when enough is enough, Mike.
The AT-ST is pretty cool because it's got
It's got
Chewbacca
Chewie.
that pops out of the top.
He's yelling at Han. He's yelling.
Hey, Han.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey,
He's like, I'll get down there in a minute. I know she's been shot. I know. I know.
I want the Slave 1.
And then, they got a Slave one, and then they got a full-size Millennium Falcon, not full-size.
Full
I was like,
size.
whoa, give me that one.
Wow.
dibs.
Yeah.
You take this
Fly that
eighth of it.
around. Yep, fly that around. You need a large garage for that one, actually. So
A large garage.
make sure you consider that before purchase. All right. Yeah. So
that's
those are cool. I
350
like those.
pounds.
City.
So that's like $600.
Wow. Is that how that works? Maybe it is life size. It's a lot of money. Yeah. So good stuff there. Hopefully those are coming out soon. Some
Hey-o.
of them are coming out April. Some of them are TBD. Not sure what month that is. I'm sure it's soon, I guess.
The best day.
What else do we have?
Well, guys, I
Yeah.
know you were thinking to yourself that Hot Wheels has reached the pinnacle of Star Wars merchandising.
Did
with
he
their
just say
ships
Hot Wheels?
and their cars and their ship
God.
cars and their car
I think you're saying shit
they're
wrong.
people that
All right,
look
Mike.
like cars. That
Someone's
inside of
going
the
to
ship.
give you basically a collection. You're going to one by one every week receive a free item to make
All
a
right.
collection.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you choose Hot Wheels ship car crossover beast creatures
Yeah.
or Funko Pops?
Oh God.
Funko.
Actually, no. It's Hot Wheels by a long shot.
Funko.
By a long
Really hates Hot
shot.
Wheels.
Well, I hope now you've lost all your fandom. All one of them.
I know you guys were saying, these Hot Wheels are cool and all, but all they do is kind of, roll around on their wheels.
That's the best part.
Lame.
It's better.
lame.
It's better than just
all they
standing
do.
there and your head bobbling.
Nope.
But you know what? Hot Wheels has heard you. Has heard your complaints that you
thank
want
God.
them to do more. Now they have
Car action feature.
car action feature. So not only do they roll around,
Is that a
if you buy
lightsaber
the-
sticking out of the side of the car?
yeah, it is like
Looks like a wiener.
Quotey fingers, deployable weaponry, and Quotey fingers.
Yeah, so if you get the Darth Vader or the Jedi, Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker, you get a little lightsaber that pops out.
Yeah, you get
No,
a
the
little
best
red wiener
one-
or green wiener.
The best one is that the Chewbacca tow truck has his bowcaster pops up as the towing mechanism.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty.
That's pretty awesome,
Yeah.
That's a
actually.
new feature. And the Stormtrooper has a shelf or something. The shelf pops up.
It's a clothesline. It's to
beverages.
trip people up.
Hold your beverage.
Wow.
I think
Get
it's a gun.
thirsty.
It's very polite.
It's a
Is
shelf.
that what that is? That's not.
Yeah, it says blaster with pull out blaster. It says
Is
it
it
right there
though?
on the pack.
Is it?
That's
Is
what
it
they
though,
said it
Howie?
is.
Is it a blaster?
It's just messed up plastic that they
Is
put
it?
on
Yeah,
there.
that is the worst looking blaster
Can't
I've ever
believe.
seen.
I really, really, really can't believe that they sell enough of these to keep making them.
They don't. They can't.
They don't cost anything to make. They sell them for $4
This-
a pop, $5
this
a
is
pop.
a-
They cost nothing.
This
to
is a
make.
scam on Walmart and Kroger.
Yeah, that's right. Let them eat it.
Yeah. They'll eat the cost.
Oh my!
Yeah, so these are pretty awesome. Nice action. Looks like it slides out.
I'm so glad.
Booyah.
Well,
So guys,
you still pick this over Funko.
Yes, by far.
You are
It's
a
not
terrible
even
person.
close.
You
It
are a
is
terrible
Was it,
person.
Not
was it
even
the
close.
lightsaber? Was it the lightsaber or the Stormtrooper shelf?
It is the lightsaber, the protruding lightsaber.
Do you want to know why?
Yeah,
Do you want to
it
know why you pick the Hot Wheels? Do you want to know why? Because when you get sick of them, you throw them in a bin, forget about them for 15, 20 years, and then grandkids show up and you're like, yeah, play with these car things. They're like, all right.
Why
I'm
is this
young
one
and
got
dumb.
a wiener?
I'm going to slam the cars together. Okay, Grandpa. But if you pull out a bunch of Funko Pops, here, play with these. They're just going to go,
What do you do with this?
No, the thing is, you
the
don't.
boy's going to go, why do you want me to play with dolls? And the girl's going to go, why do you want me to play with ugly dolls? So,
But
They have
you would never.
bobbleheads.
You would never do that. You keep them in pristine
They're
condition.
display items. They're
I'm
not
just saying,
toys,
flexibility
dude.
sells. to Mike.
They're collector. You guys don't know the
they're not
difference between
flexible.
collector items and toys. That's your problem.
That pull-out blaster is going to fall off in 3 seconds.
Yeah,
Don't even
probably, You'll probably fall off as soon as you take it out of the package.
Don't even care. Don't even care.
Yeah, Mike likes buying broken toys.
Packaging doesn't matter to you, Garrick, because you wouldn't take it out of the package.
No, but it never breaks. See what I did there?
Oh, dear Lord.
Set us right up.
Lottie,
Gotcha.
Lottie, Lottie.
Yeah. So Hasbro, you know Hasbro,
Yeah, the Hasbros.
the people what make a lot of Star Wars stuff.
Yeah? What's
Well,
going
their
on
site-
with the
Their
Hasbros?
site's down. They're out of
Oh!
business.
What?
They're gone.
They're
gone.
out of
No.
business.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Out of
No, wait,
business.
no.
They are now
Oh, no,
hasn't,
no.
bro.
Oh, that was my dream where the
Oh.
EA and them got into a fight to the death and they both died.
Oh, man. Parting
Good
shots.
dream.
Both
It was a
died?
good dream.
Damn.
Yeah. That's my dream. That's what happened.
I just looked ahead to the Funko stuff.
Yeah. So their site is down. They are redoing it. So if you go out there to the Hasbro Toy Shop website.
Garrick.
Oh man!
No,
Hello.
Oh,
Heyo.
come on.
Hasbro.
Hasbro.
Yeah. So you
Okay.
can redo it
It's all right.
with a picture of Bumblebee.
So,
You don't want
saying
Hasbro.
GTFO.
so what they've done is they took away a revenue stream, their website,
Yeah.
to redo it. I'm in software development.
You usually have one to put in its place.
Usually that's what happens.
They pulled a Meyer, where Meyer just said, you know what? We don't need a website for the next year and a half.
Wouldn't you normally like create a website in like a development environment?
Usually that's what you do.
Spend like an hour or so, then migrating it over to the production. And
Dude,
then
no way,
letting
no
it go
way.
live.
Hasbro Toy Shop's on one of those free web hosts. It's on Angel Fire. They're just opening it
Angel
up,
fire.
drag
Yeah, we
and
got
drop
the-
and stuff.
It's actually
Look.
run from one guy's laptop somewhere.
It
He always
is.
has to keep it on.
Yeah,
That's the site
and he
crashes.
can't close the lid. He can't close the lid, so he's got it
Like,
taped
no,
open to a
close the lid.
filing cabinet under his desk.
It's still
Look.
on Windows XP. It's really
Nice.
they're really just upgrading to Windows 10. That's
Yeah.
all it
Nice.
is. 'Cause it takes that long.
From XP, it would.
Look, they can do this because they're not selling any toys, so they might
They're-
they might
this
as
is
well
their
take
slow-
it down.
This is their slow years.
They're like, all right, Toys R Us closed. What's the upside? Well, we could take the site down because nobody cares now. Nobody's buying toys, apparently.
No,
still
seriously, man.
Transformers.
I've just been. I think I tweeted out a couple of pictures of some toys this week because I've been out at the Walmart and a couple of different places, and one in particular, they had a really neat TIE fighter. Right? It's the old style TIE fighter. It's the old mold.
Yep.
And it's in the hella cool box.
Yep.
That looks. It's the old packaging, really sweet. I look at the price tag and it's $79.
$79.99. Rounds up to 80.
$79. I'm like,
scale was
what
it?
in the? It's the 3 3/4. I mean, it's
terrible.
the classic. It's the old mold, man. I mean, it's
Is that the vintage line or something?
yeah, the vintage. It's the vintage line. That's kind of Hasbro's been doing that. They've been doing that with Transformers, and now apparently they're
Is
doing
the
that with.
MSRP on that like $100?
It may be
like for like 30% off.
I'm just like how well, but
They're not even trying to sell toys to kids anymore.
No, they're
trying
not.
to sell them to you.
and that's the thing. And here's the thing.
They're not collectible if you only sell them to collectors.
But they package them cool, and they look neat. And the new card stocks, they've got all the new figures in
Yeah.
the old card stocks, you know,
Yeah,
and they look cool on the shelves, but nobody buying them. You know why? Because those 3 3/4 figures are the $12.99.
yeah.
I'm just like, what the hell? I'm
Some
like,
of them are 15.
I know. That's probably MSRP. I was at Walmart, and they sell them a little cheaper. So, but yeah, you're right. They're probably $14.99 figures. I'm like, dear God in heaven.
Because nobody's buying Star Wars toys for their kids.
Well,
they're
no, but-
only trying to sell to adults.
Well, here's the
and they're
problem.
failing.
No, this is the problem though, and this goes back to Disney. I mean, obviously, there's a reason they're pricing them this way. They're pricing them this way because the licensing plus production costs equal that price for a profit.
Right.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, but to
sounds like
me,
he's talking down to you.
obviously,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm just a
No,
little
I don't
upset by it
understand.
because
Tell me in my MBA more, Mike.
Look, all I'm trying to get at here is if these figures were $4.99, I'd buy them all day.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd be cool, and they would sell a shit ton of them. But obviously, they
And you
can't.
throw them in for kids.
And
to
I don't
play
blame
with later.
Hasbro because actually the figures look all right.
Oh, I blame
I
Hasbro.
blame Disney.
I
because
kind of blame Hasbro because I think they're having to charge more because they're not selling enough.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a flat percentage.
probably.
I think they're trying to make a minimum. Like they're trying to, like
Yeah.
you said, they're trying to cover costs, and they would probably. I think that it's not a direct percentage of units sold. I think there's like probably a sliding scale in there, and if they
Right.
were selling more product, they wouldn't have to charge as much for it.
I think they took hits from the two main movies, Last Jedi and Force Awakens, because those didn't sell. And if you go out to Amazon right now, you can get Last Jedi figures for like $5,
Yeah.
$5 to $10 in that range. So yeah, I think they made a lot of those thinking they would sell, and then they got hit with that production cost, and now they can't move.
Well, you can't really sell
Well,
toys
that's-
without a movie.
Because they
or
sold
TV
them. Well,
show
they
these
sold
days.
them to the retailers, but the retailers are probably shipping a bunch back that aren't selling at
yeah.
all.
Well, see, yeah, and you're hitting on something too, because when I go to the store, the ones that I see on the shelves are basically the new trilogy figures. Nothing against that for people who like the new trilogy and all that stuff. But when you're looking at it from a business perspective, the stuff that's selling, you know why they're selling those stupid little things in the tubes and whatnot? Because they're realizing that people aren't going to the movies.
Come with the comic.
I know.
dude.
I like the tube.
I'm
figures. I
not
think
dogging on them because I think they look
Just
cool,
called them
and I
stupid.
like.
You call them stupid.
From a business standpoint, they are stupid because, well, they're actually not. What it does is what it does is shows you that Hasbro understands now that Hasbro and Disney understand that the legacy figures are the ones that sell.
Yeah. Hey, wait. We bought all this old valuable property along with the new stuff that we're doing.
Right.
So why don't we?
When you
cash
go
in
to
on
the
some
store,
of that?
what do you see? When you see Black Series on the shelves, what do you see? You see Finn, you see
Cassian.
Rey, you see Kylo,
Cassian?
you see
Oh, a lot of Cassian.
well,
yeah, Cassian.
Cassians.
You see, yeah. There's a ton of, well, because it was in that stupid parka. I hate that figure.
yeah, the parka that you don't really see him wearing
I
much
know.
of in the movie.
Yeah, he's like for one scene.
And the thing is,
It's a
when they
memorable
do
scene.
release something that's like Darth Revan. Revan was voted on, right? And they
Yes.
released Revan, and he went so fast that they had to re-release him.
Right.
They couldn't sell them now. Their site's down.
They had to resell him several times.
Yeah. I mean, it just goes to show, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if Disney's involved. Like, you have to sell this much for this movie to help cross promote.
I'm sure that's what they want, but I mean, I think they're at a point now with as many movies as they've released and sales slumping the way they are. I mean, they have to realize, I mean, I know they want to push the new stuff, but they have to realize, and I think they're coming to that point now that, geez, people are here because of the legacy figures. You know, we're just not at a point yet that we care enough to go out and buy a bunch of Ray figures
Well,
and
yeah.
buy a bunch of Finn figures.
We don't have enough nostalgia to want.
No, not at all.
Well, and
Once
looking
I've got
back-
one Ray, I'm good until there's something dramatically different. You can't
Right.
just say, now she's in a darker shade of green.
Looking back over the last few years, you know, they had issues. Hasbro did coming out with figures that look decent.
That's true.
Well, the Black Series first run was amazing, and then after that,
Right, exactly.
Dudes and
so
droids.
they were like
Dudes and
pushing them out
droids.
real fast,
Not ladies.
to the movie to get the ones out for the movie, and so they took a hit on that because they were crap, and then the movies really didn't draw you in to make you want to buy any more of the new stuff,
Well,
and that's all they're pushing.
They didn't draw kids in enough.
Right, but they didn't draw. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I still think kids are the primary market for this stuff. If you get the kids in, then the collectors will show up.
Yeah,
if
if
you only
you
sell
want-
the collectors, it's fictional.
if you want to sell a bunch of toys, you got to sell it to kids.
Imagine that. Imagine that.
Yeah,
But they, you know what? They're going to have to get to a point where they understand what's going to sell to a kid, what's going to sell to a collector, and they've got to
But-
price
Well,
these
it,
things.
it would help
sorry.
if Lucasfilm would make movies that
I'm
appeal
sorry.
to kids more.
Hasbro has no chance at selling these.
And by the way, appealing to kids doesn't mean like a dude getting his tongue zapped by a laser and dancing around in the sand.
or a pull-out blaster in a
No,
car.
I agree with you. I mean,
Kids love that stuff.
I mean,
What are
my
you talking
anecdotal is my son. You know, my son is he's 8 years old, so he's
Your
at that
anecdotal
perfect
son,
age. Yes, my anecdotal son. He's at the age where all this stuff should matter for him. And I bought, last few years for Christmas, I bought him the action figures and the ships and everything else, and they just sit there. Mm-hmm. He doesn't touch them because he's not interested.
Good. Leave them in the package.
Shit.
He's doing it right.
Do you know how hard it is to keep my daughter from opening her holiday Barbies every year? I'm teaching her how to collect.
Oh, the holiday collector one.
Oh, good. I'm glad. You see, you're a good parent.
I don't know. Here's a toy. You're not allowed to play with it. I don't know.
Long story short, Hasbro.
This is your only toy.
This is your college fun.
Hasbro's the EA of toy making. Everybody can agree on that.
Yes.
But I do think this is a big part of Disney's fault, or Lucasfilms, of not putting out good movies, good enough movies to
you're right.
sell.
Well, I mean, they're just not. I can't hardly believe that. I mean, because they're smart enough to do the marketing research, right? I mean, they have to know.
No,
I get the feeling that Disney's so big that they don't want to have to be responsible.
I agree.
They want it completely in someone else's hands. There's no way. There is no way if they'd done real market research that they would have gone with EA as their software, as their game developer. There's no way, because EA had been in so much trouble with all gamers everywhere. Origin was already failing and continues to fail.
Well, that's what I don't, but I don't understand it because, I mean, it's a big enough company that they should understand those things.
Or maybe too big of a company that they don't understand those things.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I think they're too big. They're too big to focus on that stuff. They want other people to make those decisions for them. There's no way they would have gone that direction other than for the just bottom line. That was it.
When is big too
just
big?
contract.
Well, on the Disney side of things, they just license the stuff, man.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't care. They set a price
all.
and then so it's out to Hasbro at that point. But
well, yeah. And what I'm saying is when you get out onto these different companies, you're rolling the dice because some of them are awful at it.
Yeah.
And EA is at the top of awful at it list.
Yeah.
And Hasbro's getting there.
Hasbro's definitely doing their
They're just shooting themselves in the foot.
They're
I don't
still
know.
the biggest
They
toy.
need
Hey,
to be.
You know what? Maybe we should change our website. That'll make toys sell better. We won't sell any toys until we get it up there for 3 months.
Take that site down.
No, they're just increasing demand, guys.
No, the problem was they
Put
never
them all in the vault.
Guys, the problem was they never installed the Y2K software.
Oh no!
They just keep
finally hit.
They just keep setting the clock back.
Someone forgot to do it this
Someone
month.
forgot to do it. And
They were on Windows ME.
They got Y2K bugged. Their 98 first edition got bugged out.
It doesn't have proper networking support.
Exactly. No one's got the driver disc for the network adapter.
We lost it.
If you don't have the network adapter disc, you're screwed. You need everything.
Our hard drive with the image on it died. We lost it all.
On, George R.R. Martin's computer where he writes his novels, and so it always went into sleep. It always stayed in sleep mode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm bitter about a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Poor
coming
guy.
Bitter Garrick.
I'm sorry, Gary.
So, anyways, so much for Hasbro. They suck. Now, speaking of a good toy company,
Yeah, buddy.
one of the best on the planet.
On the planet.
Hit it,
On the
Corey.
planet.
In the
Time
universe.
for that favorite time of the podcast. For
Dun,
everybody.
dun, dun, dun.
Everybody. Pop Corner.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah. So
Glad
last
my kid is not sleeping.
week I reported they are coming out with Funko Pop Return of the Jedi figures. And now we have even more Return of the Jedi figures announced from Funko Pop. Exclusively from Target.
These are awesome.
A baby Nippet Pop. And not just that, he's flocked.
Yes.
He's flocked. He's fuzzy, Corey.
Freaking awesome.
He's so cute. Look at him. He's in his basket.
I know.
He's in a basket, Corey.
He's in a basket.
Oh, my God.
I want this so bad.
So not only do they have the regular standard size Wicket, but if you go to Target to get your baby Nippet,
I'm going to get
you can
this one.
also pick up a 10-inch super-sized Wicket Pop.
Yep. I'll pay all the monies for that.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's, I know I said last week that Darth Vader was light up. That was incorrect. He's actually glow in the dark,
Lame.
which is actually at Target as well. So you can get the standard Darth Vader being electrocuted, or go to Target and get the Darth Vader electrocuted glow in the dark.
I do like the Emperor one's pretty.
I was
awesome
gonna say
too.
Palpatine's
Emperor's pretty
Palpatine. I like the decisions behind the Lando with the 2-finger salute and the
Yeah,
his
that's great.
eyelids.
Yeah,
But I don't actually like the figure that much. The Palpatine's actually pretty cool looking.
Yeah,
I'll
I don't know
admit.
about the Han Solo. I really like the Leia one. I like that costume.
yeah, I do like that one too.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. But that baby Ewok is precious.
I know. I
So
want it.
precious. I want to squish his cheeks.
But you can't because they're hard plastic.
It's flocked though, so you can a little bit.
Yeah, you can pet him.
You can squeeze it about a micrometer.
Yep. Eventually, you wear off all the flock in that area. And
Yep.
Doesn't matter. Squish cheeks.
yep.
Yeah. dude.
This is so awesome.
Yeah. So go check those out. Go get them. Go buy them. They're awesome. Return of the Jedi is a good movie. I don't care what you say.
Mike.
Mike, who hates
Mike.
all Star Wars movies.
He
I
only
love
likes Episode 1.
Return of the Jedi.
He loves Return of the Jedi.
Softly and tenderly.
I do.
So that's all I got, guys.
Oh, thank the good Lord, this is a long one. We need to